Okay, so in this exercise, we are going to be trying to determine your freedom number. Now, by freedom number, what I mean is your financial freedom profit goal. This is the amount of money you need to cover your living expenses each month. This is less about extravagance. That will come later. It's more about what do you actually need to be free, and then you can add whether you want to, buy a yacht or a helicopter or a villa or whatever. But right now, it's what do you actually need to be financially free and live the kind of life that you want to live. And this number is profit, not income. Many people talk about income. Hey, I generated $50,000 this month or year or whatever. But if they spent $50,000 to make $50,000, they're not making any money. So what we need to work on here is your actual profit. What is the number that's going to be your profit goal, not your income goal? Now, why is this important? This is important because a lot of the time we think, when I first started back in 2010, I was fixated on how do I make $1 million. Most of the time, you don't even need close to $1 million to have an amazing life. And once you actually determine what you do need, you suddenly start to realize it's really doable. You suddenly think, oh my gosh, I can actually do that. I can make that happen. And so it motivates you. It's a great motivating force to figure out what number you need. So it's really easy as well to calculate your freedom number. It's just going to take a little bit of work outside of this video from you to maybe just go and get the answers that you're looking for. But basically in your workbooks, you're going to see the budget sheet. In fact, this is what your budget sheet looks like, and you are going to be listing all your monthly expenses. So this is just a template, okay? You can obviously put in your budget sheet whatever you need there on your left-hand side on the cost description. And then what you want to do is actually put in what you think the costs are going to be. This is for your ideal lifestyle. Try and be as realistic and thorough as you possibly can. And then obviously you're going to sum up your total expenses, which is going to be your freedom number. So I just put in some examples here. And again, it absolutely depends on what your lifestyle looks like, whether you're staying at home. If you are, then you know what your mortgage number is, whether you want to go traveling, whether you're going to go and stay with family or friends, and also just working out how much do you think you need a day in your ideal lifestyle to travel or to have experiences, to eat and drink, to go shopping. I have included a rich dad, poor dad term in there, which is doodads, which is any luxury goods. I've put experiences because to me that's what luxury is. But for you, it might be being able to go and rent a helicopter because you want to fly over somewhere, or rent a yacht or something, whatever. But anyway, you need to go and do this exercise, put in all of your costs. And look, it's not going to be absolute. Just pick. Do this, work out roughly what your costs are, and then pick a number close to it. So it might be 5 grand, it might be 10 grand, it might be 50 grand a month. It doesn't matter as long as you know what it is you need to create your ideal lifestyle. This then determines lots and lots of decisions moving forward, because you are then going to be able to figure out the kind of business model that you need to go into, the pricing of your courses or the pricing of your products, how hard you need to work, because obviously the bigger your financial freedom goal, then probably the more work you're going to have to put in. And also any decisions that you're going to make in the business. So knowing this number gives you immense clarity along with your vision and goals. Also, something we're not going to talk about right now, but you're also at some point potentially going to consider your long-term goals. So for instance, you may have kind of a short-term financial freedom goal, and then you may look forward and think, but I want to get to a stage where I never have to work again. I don't want to do anything. I literally want to sit on a boat in the middle of a river and fish for the rest of my life. That's all I want to do. And therefore, you want to start considering now, how much money do you need to make each month to then sell your business for what I call forever money in the future. So for instance, blogs at the moment can sell for 40 times their profit number. Okay, so let's say you're making 10 grand a month in profit on your blog, you could potentially sell that blog for $400,000. So, you know, that's a lot of money, right? So when we're kind of doing these numbers along the way, we're going to be thinking, what could I potentially sell this business for as well? And how much do I need to be making every month to sell it and make that forever money? But anyway, right now, just start with, what's your financial freedom number? What is that number that gives you the money to live your ideal lifestyle? And that then gives you a really good financial goal to go for when starting your lifestyle business, rather than just thinking, I want to make money, which rarely works. When you go in with a specific number, I want to make $5,000 a month, all of a sudden, when you start creating your services or your products or your courses or whatever, you know how much you want to charge, and you know how many you want to sell times how much you want to charge to get your financial freedom number. So it's a really, really great tool for specificity and clarity. All right, so action steps for this module are: do your perfect day exercise, create your freedom budget, calculate your financial freedom profit goal, and then display it. See that big number there? That's what you want to be displaying somewhere. So you know, as you're building your lifestyle business, that's my number goal. That's it. That's going to fund my ideal lifestyle. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this module. I'm going to see you in module 2, where we are going to be looking at identifying your ideal business model. See you in the next video.